Live from our studios on the Isle of Wight. Free Jingle Friday.
Stand by for Music Radio Creative streaming live on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. Free Jingle Friday is made possible by our sponsor, Restream, the easy way to stream to multiple social platforms at the same time. Restream Studio makes it simple to go live directly from your browser. Get started now at mrc.fm/Restream. And now, here is Mike and Izabela.
And we are so pleased to be here. This is Free Jingle Friday.
Hey, welcome to the show. We're here to make jingles, and they are free. How awesome
Absolutely.
is it?
And we're here to have a lot of fun as well. Free Jingle Friday is all about you joining in and us serving you, the community, from our studios on the Isle of Wight. So, if you have a jingle you would like made, something you'd like us to voice or even produce, you can become a part of the show.
You absolutely can. That's why we're here today, and we're going to have plenty of fun. So
Absolutely.
I hope you can join us.
By the way, I can even say right now, script submissions are open, and this over there, somewhere over there, is how you do it. That is exactly how you get your scripts in. You go to a URL, don't you, Izabela?
I know, I like that. It's mrc.fm/script. If you didn't catch it, mrc.fm/script. You can get your script submitted right now, and the submissions are open for the next 29 minutes to be exact.
Yes, and we're very excited to welcome you into the studio. Come in. Oh, and by the way, if you do want to get your script produced, it's Super Chat yellow or above, please, on the YouTube channel. If you happen to be watching us on YouTube, if you're not watching us on YouTube, just go to the URL that we mentioned there in the intro. That one there, mrc.fm/script, and then you have an option to either have your script produced or just simply voiced by either Izabela or me, Mike Russell.
Nice. That's very neat, Mike. I really like that.
There you go. We've done all the housekeeping, and we're not even 2 minutes into the show, so I think that's pretty good.
You see, this is what the lower thirds do for you. We've been having discussion about this for quite some time, so it's kind of like, this is nice.
Absolutely.
Very
very, very exciting. Yeah. It's great to have you here. I see like a bunch of awesome people are hanging out in the chat already. We got Doug, who's moderating. We've got Bjorn. We've got Tim as well, all moderators there. We got Roger Jackson, who's just tuned in from Birmingham. Is that Birmingham, UK, or Birmingham, Alabama?
Ooh,
I don't know.
There you go. Yeah, that's a very important question.
Yeah.
You've got to let us know. Roger, let us know where you are watching, where you are tuning in. I'm still figuring out whether I should go for the glass look or no glass look, by the way, because it's reflecting, isn't it? Just like,
yes, we can see everything on your lovely computer screen over there via your glasses.
Nice. So I can't hide anything.
No, that's it. And definitely once you get that Elon Musk chip inserted in your skull, then you'll be reading and writing memories. How exciting is that?
Seriously, this is, I'm just not agreeing with this concept, and we have such a totally opposite views about this. But
it's a Fitbit for your brain. Come on. Get it in there.
Maybe we'll do a chip where you will be able to just in your head switch and do different voiceovers. Like, oh, I want to sound like George Clooney right now, so boom. Let me sing like Celine Dion today. Why not, right?
Yeah, we're talking. If you're not aware, we're talking about the Neuralink kind of keynote that Elon Musk gave about a week or so ago. Really, really interesting stuff. It's a Fitbit for your brain, Izabela. A Fitbit for your brain. I love that description.
It's I can't imagine myself having a little charge point on my head. Seriously, that would totally...
Just imagine plugging yourself in at night. You lie down to go to sleep and you put the equivalent of an Apple Watch charger on your head.
No.
Anyway, it's going to happen, Izabela. Come on, you've got to progress. What do you think? Let us know in the chat.
Yes.
Welcome along. Yes, as you may have guessed by now, not only do we talk about audio, but we also talk about things that are on our mind, literally on our mind. See what I did there is?
Yeah, I know what you did. I know exactly what you did. But shout out to Marty.
Yeah, hi Marty.
Shout out to Hampshire, Studio Hampshire, from Southsea, which is just across the water from us. Hello to Tracy. And we've got Ijana from Georgia. We've got Baby Azia Henry. We've got Roger from the UK. It's Birmingham in the UK, not Birmingham.
Paul's also in the UK. And he says, what if someone hacked that chip in your head? Well, I think they are pen testing it with some of the best hackers, so hopefully that can't happen. What does excite me potentially about Neuralink or anything else that comes along in this field is not only can it enhance your visual experience, but apparently it will eventually be able to enhance your auditory experience. And, as a producer, I'm obviously very concerned. I try to have my headphones headphones as low as possible. And I know the first thing that goes from your hearing, if you have headphones too loud or if you've been exposed to loud noise, it's the high end that goes. I did actually, probably 6 or 7 months ago, have my hearing tested. It actually came out really positive. So thankfully, no permanent damage. But, these things can and do happen. And what if we had the technology there to either restore it or maybe make you like supersonic, the supersonic human, and you can hear all these sounds that we can't usually hear? And that's intriguing, is it not?
Yeah, it would be intriguing, but I think that,
just to mention, I could do the like supersonic Adobe Audition like workful over here. It's
you already are
here
supersonic.
we are. We're working in 16 to 20,000 hertz right now. I can hear it, but you probably can't.
You already are supersonic in so many ways. You are like the audio ninja,
Izabela, you're
guru,
too
expert.
kind.
You hear things nobody else can hear. So I think that if there is a chip, you already have one in your hand.
Thanks, Iz. So we got Senstar Official, who's in from India. We got Chicago. Colmet City, Illinois. I don't know why I said Chicago. That's Vince 1955. We've got Tony, hi from Puerto Rico. Izzy's emails, 2 Izzy emails away from ordering Mike's presets.
Woohoo!
Oh, how awesome of you. That's very cool. There's the link, by the way. mrc.fm/presets. Like that seamless kind of transition there.
Nice. I like that a lot.
So that's really awesome. So much going on. I can't wait to do our new feature. We premiered last week. I think, judging by the feedback, you quite liked it. We're doing a plugin of the week now, audio plugin of the week. We'll be doing that in about 20 minutes on the show. So about 25 past the hour, I will go into Adobe Audition, this workstation here that I use to edit audio, and I'll show you an audio plugin from a third-party software developer that I'm really digging this week. This plugin is relatively new. This plugin's been around. I think it was launched in the summer. It's made by one of the well-known plugin manufacturers, not Waves. We did a Waves plugin last week. We're going to do a different company and different plugin this week. But I think you're really going to like it. And that's coming up in just under 20 minutes.
I have a question to you, Mike, audio related, thankfully. Before I will ask that question, I would like to send everybody a reminder. If you have just joined us in, as I can see, the numbers are growing rapidly at this time in the...
As always.
Always, yes.
Family in Kenya. We've got Australia in the house. Willem's there.
Yay.
Relax 103.0 FM from Kenya. North Carolina in the house. Hey.
Woo! Athens in the house. And yes, we are truly international audio family here. But if you haven't already, head on over to mrc.fm/script. That's how you can have your script submitted for today's show. We will record as voice only all the script submissions. Please do send one per person only. That we would really appreciate it if you could stick to that limitation, please. We will then also produce live on the show jingles that you submit as super chats, which is yellow or above on YouTube, or you can do a script update within the form at mrc.fm/script. So that's as simple as that. You have the next 22 minutes to get your scripts in. Do check, the pronunciations or like the commas and pauses. Those are so crucial, and making sure that we can record those scripts very well for you. So make our job a little bit easier, and then you will have a better product at the end of it too.
Absolutely.
So my question to you, Mike, are you ready for it? It's kind of like, a little bit...
I'm ready for anything.
You're ready for it. You were born ready. Any audio questions? I'm born ready.
Bring them on.
So this comes from the fact that actually this week we were contacted by a number of larger public organizations inquiring about podcast production and recording. And the main issue quite a lot of the time people have is, okay, we want to start a podcast and we want to be recording it somewhere in the office. So it's not like you can permanently do like a full-on setup, with a big microphone and, boom like arm and like this, because the room could vary. Today it's conference room number 1. Tomorrow it might be conference room number 10. So in situations like this where the settings are really not ideal, and it's not just public organizations, it could be you as well. If you are watching, you may not have that perfect setup. It might just need to move from one week to another. What kind of equipment would you recommend so that to kind of sound the best? Obviously it will be hard because quite often conference rooms have a lot of echo because huge glass doors, windows and all that jazz, but what kind of equipment would just do the job?
A decent microphone can be condenser or dynamic. Probably dynamic if you're in a setup that changes from week to week and you haven't got sound tiles and things like that. So grab yourself a dynamic mic. You want to spend around $300 to $400 on the microphone. I could reel off a load of manufacturers, and we've worked with a lot of them. So like they all have their merits, and you have to find the one that's personal to you. I could say the Shure SM7B that I'm using here is good. I could say the AKG P120 is also good. I could say the AKG Lyra as a USB microphone is good. You get just whatever works for you. Just go ahead and grab that microphone, get it connected. Preferably go for an XLR instead of USB.
You see, I'm going to stop you there in your tracks because you're like, oh, spend £300-400 or dollars on a microphone and a dynamic microphone and all that. But it's like those people don't actually generally probably want to have an audio interface, so it probably would have to be a USB microphone for that setup, because how do you imagine going in with interface 10 wires? Why am I not in focus? There you go.
Yeah, you put your hand in front of the camera.
I had to so it's kind of not practical. You need as little as possible, so you don't want to have, and quite often those people are not necessarily tech savvy to know that you need to connect the cable here, there, everywhere. It's kind of like, go on.
Yes.
Give me something. Wow. Go on. Anything. Give me anything. Okay. Mike is looking.
Dan's got it sussed. Dan has got it sussed here in the chat. Dan has given a great idea. Rodecaster Pro, Rode Pod mic, which actually, I can't wait to try this out. I've got a Rode Pod mic. I have not yet plugged it in.
But I'm just going to say now, it's like, how is this practical? It's like you need a boom arm. Boom arm is not something you can do.
Well, I just made a video about the Rode PSA-1, which is not this one.
But you can't be walking in with a boom arm from one conference room to the next. You see, I am giving you a hard one. You are like, oh, Izabela, just give me a break. But it's like, you cannot have a boom arm if you are moving from one room to the next from week to week. So go on, Mike.
Desk stand like this. Like that. There you go.
You see that?
Hello.
Now we're talking.
Actually, I'm talking the wrong way into the mic. It's not like that. It's like, it would be like that. On your desk. Perfect. There you go. How about that? Is that good?
Yeah, that's good. So which microphone are we talking? What would you recommend? And perhaps on the lower end of a budget.
Stop asking me for microphone recommendations.
I
could say the Shure SM7B. I could say the Rode Pod mic. I could say the AKG P120 that I just pulled out there. I could say you'd spend $1,000 on the AKG C414 Mark II.
Yeah, there you go.
But yeah, just whatever you like, really. Just go and get a mic. Get a Lewitt LCT 240 Pro, whatever. Yeah.
There you go. Student FM says, correct, Izzy. Just a simple microphone. Thank you. You see, it's like there are people out there who don't want to have a million wires, a million devices that they need to pull from one thing. I just thought it's an interesting question because
you don't want the DBX 286S? Okay. Yeah. No worries.
All right, but
they still haven't sponsored, have they? No.
Yes.
Never mind. Let's move on.
Rob is asking, just how much inventory can Mike reach from his chair? Exactly. Yeah. Didn't you know?
I've got a never-ending cupboard over here.
Yeah.
Things.
It's like a Harry Potter thing, where it's like whatever he wishes for, he just reaches out and pulls it out, so you can test him out. It's like, oh, can I have a Heil PR40? There it is. Oh, can I have a Lewitt 440? Yeah, there it is. It's like this, right?
Do you know what? You can never have enough audio gear and audio interfaces.
Oh, nice.
This is something I always need a good audio interface. So whether it's a Focusrite or it's one of these Soundcraft notepads, I've found, particularly since I've become a PC user, audio interfaces are like gold dust to me. And I'll tell you why. For some reason, the one thing that was really good on a Mac that I miss on a Mac were the audio devices. Everything just worked. Recording into Audition just worked. Playing audio from like a YouTube video or something just worked. On PC, because Audition seems to take over your audio driver, you can't record and play back from a different place at the same time. So the way I got round it was I've actually got the Soundcraft Signature 12 MTK multi-track desk underneath. I use this for everything. I use this for live streaming. I use this for recording. I use this for making and producing jingles. Everything runs through this. And so into this, I have a number of things plugged in. I have this tablet here that plays jingles like this.
Wow, wow, wow. Mike and Izzy are live right now.
You like it, yeah?
I like it.
Wow, wow, wow. Free Jingle Friday.
And I can fade it down and up like that. I can fade it down. So that's good. So I plug in a tablet. On one track, I've got the PC audio from the live stream PC, which is a separate PC right over there. Then on another one, I've got Adobe Audition audio only. On another 2 channels, I have a Soundcraft notepad plugged in, and I use this specifically for computer audio from my main computer. So, for instance, right now, I'm about to tell you about Adobe Max. I could play some audio from that computer, and that would come out of a separate channel to the other channel I'm using for Adobe Audition, and the other channel that I use for live stream. So I can have many different things going on at once. And it's fantastic not just for production and live streaming, but also sometimes when I'm here in the studio and I'm doing different things, I can fade stuff up and down. So if I've got Audition on channels 7 and 8 on the Soundcraft, I can always fade that up and down. And then I sometimes put Spotify. When I'm not live streaming, I'll actually put Spotify on the live streaming PC, and then I've got Spotify on its separate fader. So like I often like to, I'm one of those people that needs music when I'm working. I cannot work in a quiet environment. It doesn't have to be busy music like pop music or, you know, dynamic classical music. Sometimes I'll put on the electro focus playlist, but I like to have it there on a fader so I can fade it up and down. And when I'm about to do a voiceover, I fade it down, I do the voice. If I'm producing, I put that up. Sometimes even, Izzy, I don't know if you believe this, but when I'm editing videos inside Premiere Pro, I'll have Spotify on really quietly, and I'll have Premiere Pro faded right the way up. I'll be editing away, and I'll just have music in the background. And then if I'm doing an intense edit, I'll obviously fade the music off so I can really hear things. But often when I'm editing videos, you know, it's just more about like editing the timeline rather than detailed audio editing. So that's just a little insight there. Shall we talk about Adobe Max?
Yes, we can. Actually, you know, the conversation started off and there are lots of other questions about different microphones and audio interfaces. This is like an avalanche, you know, you start talking about... I do have another question to you, by the way, which I'm very curious on your answer. But before I do, just a quick reminder, if you haven't already, head on over to mrc.fm/script.
Yes.
It is free Jingle Friday, and therefore we are here to make jingles. And I presume you would like a jingle too. So mrc.fm/script is where you need to get started. If you would like to have your script not just recorded but also produced, then Super Chat yellow or above is the way. And that's just as simple as that. Now, my question to you, Mike, before we will go into, I know you're very excited about Adobe Max, but before we go there, okay, say you get to the point where you can get like a really decent microphone. Like I'm using the TLM 103, you are using the Shure SM7B. You know, those are really decent microphones. Is there any point in paying $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 for a microphone if you already have something like this? Is there really a true difference in your opinion? Is that something you have experience on?
Well, even though you have a decent microphone, you're popping a little bit. Just you might want to adjust how you're talking into it. So is there a difference in my opinion? Probably not. Certainly for live streamers, content creators and podcasters. Around the $400 to $500 mark is the maximum, really, I think you need to pay. You can spend $1,000 if you really want to.
Yeah.
But I think when you start to get to that level, we're looking more at like music production. We're looking at sung vocals. We're looking at like, you know, platinum award-winning Grammy records, production, that kind of stuff. That's where maybe you get an edge, you get a difference, you get warmer vocals, you get brighter vocals. But when we're talking about content creation, ideally, really, you just need to be heard, and it needs to be good quality. So do not cheap out on a microphone. Don't get something really cheap because it's going to sound awful. $400 to $500, that's the sweet spot, really. You can probably, like, I think the Shure is usually around $350, so something like that is absolutely fine. Anything below that, you're sort of compromising on quality, in my opinion. That is the sweet spot. Let's just say $350. That's what I believe any creator who's serious should spend on a mic.
So this is about creators, but what about voiceover artists? Do you think it is worth for voiceover artists?
Then you want to spend minimum $1,000.
There you go. You see, this is very relevant because different users really require different microphones.
And it's just my opinion as well. This is just like, I'm just plucking these figures out of the air saying, $1,000 is pretty good for a voice artist, $350 for a creator. You know, if all you do all day is Zoom calls, and since this very different year we've had, you sit at home now and you do a lot of Zoom calls. Yeah. And obviously, you know, your Zoom quality is not great. It's echoing and bouncing around the room. You know, spend $50 or $100 and get yourself, you know, a Blue Snowball or Blue Yeti. It will be better than your internal microphone.
Yes, although I believe is it the Snowball that has been discontinued now, or is it the Snowflake? Snowflake has been
possibly
discontinued now.
Yes.
Yeah. So no, this is all really interesting, and I do also agree with you. I think that don't cheap out on the microphone, but also recognize that different uses require different microphones, and so many times I see people asking, "What is the best microphone?" Well, best microphone for what? It's like there is just such a big difference, and even though it may seem maybe obvious, but it for some reason isn't all the time. So yeah, it's kind of cool, right?
Absolutely. It's really interesting. I mean, just talking about the kind of money you can spend. You can go, like, if you want, you can go super cheap. Like, look at this. Amazon even have Amazon Basics microphones. So they have a clip-on mic for, obviously we're here in the UK, so, but I'm sure these are available in the US and worldwide. £25 will get you an Amazon Basics clip-on mic. Or a lapel microphone for just 17 of your British pounds. Woohoo. Just over 25 of your British pounds will get you an Amazon Basics desktop mini condenser mic. I'm not recommending these, by the way. I'm just saying, look at what you can get.
Do you know actually, you should totally do a video and get all the cheapest microphones and do the video reviewing all the cheapest stuff.
Amazon Basics dynamic vocal microphone, $34.81.
Gosh.
They got good reviews. Well, I mean, they're made by Amazon. Amazon Basics professional USB condenser microphone, kind of a rip-off there of the Blue Yeti, really.
It is really.
Amazing, but Amazon usually they'll get in and they'll do their basics model if they see there's a need, there's a demand for a product.
Yes,
they'll go and spin that up because they obviously have the ability to do it. But I don't know, what a £35, I guess a $50 dynamic vocal microphone would sound like from Amazon. I'm tempted to try it.
I really think you should. You see, I think that we should do one of the free Jingle Fridays. We should have all of those like really cheap microphones and just do a live tests with them, because I'm so curious. Like, what does the £30 or £20 actually buy you? Like, what kind of stuff is it? How does it actually sound?
Yes.
I really want to know.
Absolutely. And Amazon here doing its usual thing of like, order within 23 minutes and we'll ship it to you tomorrow. I love
Yes.
Have you ever had that on Amazon where you're about to order a product, you're about to pull the trigger, and it's like, order in the next 10 minutes for next day delivery? And sometimes I kind of leave it and I go away, I do something, I come back, and it's like, order in the next 2 hours for next day delivery. I'm like, hang on, you just told me order in the next 10 minutes. And now you've refreshed and told me 2 hours. Have you ever had that? Is that just me? Has anyone else ever had that where you've gone to Amazon, they're literally like 2 minutes left to get next day delivery, and then you go away and then you come back like maybe half an hour later and it updates and it's like, has that happened to you? If it's happened to you as well, let me know in the comments. Obviously it's Amazon up to its like split testing tricks there, isn't it?
That's it.
Getting you to buy as soon as you can.
Absolutely.
I'm tempted to buy it. 23 minutes. If I get this in 23 minutes, I can test it tomorrow.
Mike. Just do it. Just do it. Colin says do it. Just do it.
Do it.
William is mentioning a microphone that actually, for some reason, has popped into my view twice this week already, and it's the Austrian Audio OC818. I don't think we've ever reviewed any of the Austrian Audio microphones.
Yes.
But it's interesting that it's just that specific model has popped up in my view 2 times already this week.
We have to try it. Some really interesting comments. Always with Amazon, says Listen UK Radio. That always happens. Student FM says, don't buy from Amazon. Well, I'm sorry, it's just so convenient. Mic should be purchased after trying them in a recording space. That's kind of tough in today's age, though, isn't it?
It is very, like, COVID will literally just not.
Doug is really impressed with the next day delivery. Obviously, I know, Doug, you're in Australia. I think it's like 2-day delivery in Australia, isn't it? How about a mic from the pound shop, says Mike Edwards. I'm just like, I'm still digging this dynamic cardioid microphone for Amazon for £25. It's like, look at this. It's got no 1-star reviews.
Will you be the first person that will give it a 1-star review?
It's got no 1-star reviews.
My process says no.
Look at this. Solid microphone. I wanted a cheap microphone for my radio and use some other brand there. I don't want to like say anything good or bad about different brands. It feels great to hold a classic mic. Metal-bodied, well-made microphone. Switched. Seriously, this is not an ad for Amazon. I'm just like, I'm blown away by these good reviews. I'm really blown away. Shall I open up? Do you dare me to open up the 2-star reviews?
Yeah, go.
Let's see what the 2-star reviews say. There's only 2 2-star reviews.
Okay.
And, one is in a different language. And the other one says, has extremely low gain. Other person can't hear me, even with interface at max volume. Unless I basically put the microphone in my mouth. What a review! Unless I put the microphone in my mouth. Hang on, can you hear me? Hang on. Can you hear me? That has to win the award for the best microphone review.
Yeah.
Unless I put the dynamic microphone in my mouth. Hello, can you hear me now? Are you connecting on Zoom? What a 2-star. I'm tempted to open this. Do you know what I always look at? I obviously I want to know what the 1-star reviews are saying. The 5 stars are always going to be glowing. I usually look at the 3 and 4-star reviews. It's like, who leaves a 3-star review? That's kind of like, that's above halfway, isn't it? But it's kind of limping in. It's saying, yeah, it's okay, but it wasn't for me. So maybe we should have a look at...
totally.
Actually, a lot of them are written in different languages. We've got Amazon France, Amazon Spain. A basic mic for amplification. Recording and performance, not so much. And someone left a 3-star review and says, works great. It's like, why do people do that? 3 stars. Fine.
It just works fine. It's like, what more
Come
do you
on.
want, right?
You either like it or you don't.
Maybe some nationalities are happier to eat the microphone than others. If they're like microphone
Unless you
reviews.
stick it in your mouth, it doesn't really work.
There you go. Just a quick reminder, you've got 5 minutes left to get your scripts in. Head on over to mrc.fm/script and you can do it there. Mike, I totally challenge you to order that microphone so that we can have a good
Do you want to actually place the order now?
Go, do it.
Seriously?
And it will arrive tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Hang on, I've got to go back to Amazon now because now I'm going to be past that 23-minute mark and it might already have gone or sold out. You know what Amazon's like. Hang on, Amazon mic. Hang on, I'm just going back in now and having a look. Amazon microphone. Oh yeah, dynamic cardioid.
Student FM says, "Oh, please do the FJF cheap microphone test." There you go. We could do that, and let us also give some great tips for.
Do you really want me to order it?
Just do it.
Yes, it will come tomorrow. If I order in the next 18 minutes.
Oh, countdown begins now.
Okay.
Just do it.
So click add to basket here. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. All right.
Just do it.
Adding to basket.
Adding to
that one, yeah, not the Blue Yeti lookalike.
No, just do that one.
The one you have to stick in your mouth to get it.
I really want to stick a microphone in my mouth.
Seriously.
All right.
Listen, we'll start with that one, and I'll feature it on Free Jingle Friday next week if you remind me.
Okay.
And I'm just placing the order now. Deliver to me tomorrow.
Quick. Hurry up.
Yeah, get it tomorrow. Sounds good to me. Continue. Continue. Sorry, I'm just going through all this. Guaranteed delivery tomorrow. Of this Amazon Basics dynamic vocal microphone super cardioid. Oh, that's a good polar pattern. Okay, buy now. Hang on. Buy now. Yeah. Oh, checked out. Look at that. Yes. Fantastic. You have ordered one dynamic cardioid Amazon Basics microphone. It's done. So we'll feature it next week. I'll give it a good test tomorrow. I'm seriously super excited for it even. Yes.
So moving on, since we have 3 minutes left before the scripts are closed, I would love for you now to tell us about Adobe Max because I know you've been really excited.
I've also got to do the plugin of the week, so we're going to get onto that. But let's have a little look at Adobe Max, which is on my screen here. Here is the website.
The little
it's beautiful. Yeah. Max.adobe.com. I'll post it in the chat everywhere. So wherever you're watching, you can hop over there. Look at that beautiful Creative Cloud multicolored lights. Kind of did my lights in the background the same as the Creative Cloud lights. So this is Adobe Max. Expect the unexpected. October 20 to 22nd. It's the Creativity Conference. Traditionally, Adobe Max will cost you thousands of dollars to attend, and usually it takes place in Los Angeles or Las Vegas in the US. But now, this year, the cool thing Adobe have done, because of all this COVID stuff, they've actually opened it up for you to free to sign up to. So if you're a creator, if you're watching this live stream, you should go to max.adobe.com now and register, because it's completely free. Doug has just posted it there in YouTube for you. So go ahead, go over, get registered. Go to sessions here when you're on the website, and then there's a little bit, if you scroll down, you can view the session catalog, and in here you can see the sessions I'm doing, 2 sessions on audio. Really thrilled to be giving them. So just type in, as one of the filters here, in the filters box, just type in Mike Russell, and then you'll see I'm speaking. Here we go. Audio Essentials for editing audio like a pro. We'll be looking at the Creative Cloud apps that allow you to edit, so Premiere Rush, Premiere Pro, and of course Audition. And I'm giving another one on elevating your brand with podcasting.
Nice, exciting. So yes, register. I mean, it's awesome.
There's a lot of other stuff, a lot of good video stuff. I learned a ton when I went actually and turned up and spoke in person last year in LA. I went to a lot of the other sessions. One that really blew my mind was the color grading session. I don't do enough color grading on my videos, and wow, guy giving that session really knew his stuff, and you can learn a lot. And this year it's all free, and Adobe actually bring together a load of people who just know what they're doing in every field of every different Creative Cloud app, and they really curate that well. Hundreds of speakers, literally hundreds of speakers. I think there's about 200 or 300 speakers alone just on the video audio division, so you can imagine what kind of a scale this conference takes. It's amazing.
That's awesome.
So that's that. Let's get on to the plugin of the week, because we're running up on time now. In fact, we should probably close the jingle submissions, do you think?
I think so.
So,
yes.
Jingle submissions are closing now. Script submissions closed. Thanks for the jingles. We'll get on to voicing your jingles in a moment. But I just want to show you this cool plugin. And actually, if you want to know more about it, the link and description is all in the show notes. And I want to say, let's just record something. This is really cool. Okay, so that's just me saying this is really cool. What I can actually do now is just trim that to size and loop it around. Now, before, if I wanted to do a stutter, I can do that. So I can do all of that stuff, just by switching on loop mode here in Audition, and then simply going ahead. But something I used to use quite a bit is iZotope Stutter Edit, and they've come out with a new version of it, iZotope Stutter Edit 2, which is new and improved. I've installed it here as a VST3 effect. Stutter Edit 2. If you want to check this out, just go to mrc.fm/Stutter Edit 2. It'll take you straight to the site where you can purchase this right now. And I think you're really going to like it. One of the best ways to use this, essentially, is you pick any of these beautiful presets here, and then you can essentially, once you've done that, you can then open up a MIDI keyboard. And if you've actually got a MIDI keyboard integrated, like some of us do, hang on, I've just unplugged mine, but there's my MIDI keyboard. So you can actually use, I've got an Ikai, this is LPK25, and you can use that to play the effects, and what you can do is play and record them. So you can do something, let me just show you rather than talk more, so you can get an idea. So you play back, and then you hit a key on the keyboard like this. I'll do it visually on the screen so you can see what it does. This is really cool. This is cool. This is cool. This is really cool. So you see, some of them are good. Some of them are, you have to like really mess around and find what you like. Stutter chomps. Let's go to that. This is really cool. So some of them like Bit Crush. This is really cool. Some of them kind of fade you up and down. Really cool. So you can do all kinds of like imaged effects, and you can use this obviously in some of your creations. What have we got? Trounce Gator. Let's try this. This is really cool. So it really does some cool stutters, and you can use this in your productions. You can just take samples of whatever this plugin spits out and use them. This is really cool. This is cool. What do you think? What are you thinking so far, Is?
That's really cool.
You liking the kind of stuff you can do with this?
I really like it. It's like cool.
Let's go to Unspeakable. This is another preset, Unspeakable. This is cool. This is really cool. This is really cool. Cool. I mean, I literally play with this all afternoon. It's like, I'm not going to use this in the productions because it's quite fiddly, but if you were doing, a long-term serious production. This is really cool. Got some reverb going on. This is really cool. And of course, I'm just like flicking through presets, but you've got the ability to do, as you can see, all of these things inside the preset. So you can distort, you can add lo-fi, the chorus, comb, there's reverb here, flanger, phaser, low passing, tape stopping, high passing, delay, all of that, and they all have their own individual settings that you can change. You can draw on patterns here, really change the kind of shape of the stutter. So rather than just your traditional stutter, you've got all of these options available to you. It's Stutter Edit 2. It's made by iZotope. They're always making good plugins, and if you want to check it out, it's our plugin of the week this week. Full disclaimer, whenever we mention a plugin, if they have an affiliate program, we use it. So we're using an affiliate link for this particular plugin. It's really cool. It's got MIDI integration. Just go to mrc.fm/Stutter Edit 2.
Ooh, that's really cool. So, did you say how much it costs? What was the cost of this?
Oh, no, I didn't. So I better go to that website myself and have a little...
what's
Now
the-
you put me on the spot, Isabella.
Well, I did. Come on, it's such a crucial thing. It's like, how much does this cost? You know?
Okay, just going to the website now, mrc.fm/stutter-edit2, load up, and there it is. It's currently £171. Your mileage might vary. If you're in the US, $220.
So it's, it's
for our
not-
European friends, $185, and in Japan, it's just over 23,000 yen.
It seems very expensive in Japanese.
It's just the yen currency.
But no, I mean, in all seriousness, that's kind of like that's quite a lot to pay for plugin like that. So I guess you really need to know you get a good mileage out of it, right?
Yeah,
So
exactly.
it's not like just a little one to add on. But then with time, if you are serious about production, I think it's worth to build up your library of plugins, and presets too.
Oh, yeah, of course.
But it's yeah.
That's right. And, some weeks I'll do, relatively inexpensive plugins. Like last week I
Absolutely.
did Waves Meta Filter. That was on sale at $30. This one is $220. So, yeah, more of a purchasing decision there, Isabella.
I absolutely agree. Okay, shall we do our jingles?
Yes. Why don't we do some jingles?
Can we do that too? Amita would like to know how much it is in Indian rupees.
Oh, gosh. Now you're testing
How on
me.
earth did you not mention that in Indian rupees today, Mike?
Well, I should, I should have known.
Honestly,
Shouldn't I?
such a
I should have known.
discrimination there.
But I do know because I'm on top of everything.
Okay.
It's 16,193 rupees. So there you go. All right.
It seems like so much, It's like when you convert to some currencies, when it's like
Potentially.
I bet in hang on, GBP to Philippines. What is there? Filipino peso. Yeah, that's another one that kind of has that big conversion. It's like 10,000 pesos.
Whoa. Okay.
10,000.
Right, I'm going to start up a brand new Adobe Audition session. We're going to call this FJF 2020
Right, we're ready.
0911.
So just heads up, what we are going to do now is record all the super chats and all the script upgrades that you have paid for to have your jingle not just recorded, but also produced live on the show. So we will do those first. Then at the very end, if we have time to do it on the show, we will record everything else. Or sometimes we record after the show has finished and upload it into mrc.fm/FJF for you to download by end of Monday at the very latest. But we usually do it literally straight after the show.
Yes.
So if you don't hear your script now, just don't panic.
Don't panic.
Don't panic.
We're on
Don't
it.
panic. It's like my script is not there.
Okay, let's start recording. And I seamlessly changed to my AKG mic as you were doing that. That was a very nice interlude point.
I know. I've
Right.
noticed that.
Let's get started. Oh, excuse me. Got the hiccups. Right.
Hiccups.
My goodness me. The top two for me. There's one for Doug there, but I can't see a voice assigned to it yet.
Well, that's fine
see
because those without a voice assigned, well, let's just take turns.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I'll start then over to you. Here we go then. This is your number one favourite music station, True Hit Radio. We're on test stream request music at We're on test stream request music at www.truehitradio.co.uk.
Stick around. Doug will be back in just a moment.
The top 20 will be back very soon. Blind Cafe Radio presents DJ Bill's Almost Friday show.
It's time for Max Track. That's right, DJ Mackie's track of the week, a highlight selected from the best online promotional record pools on playdj.tv.
Gary Vegas in the afternoon, right here on Radio Lichfield, broadcasting from the heart of the UK. In the old office of Q105's last humorless program director, we found a box of records labelled Never Play Again. Here's what we think of that mandate. Give this a listen. Streaming live on YouTube and Facebook, speaking to you, people who entertain people like you. It's Brula Foo live. Teaching you mindsets, strategies, and tactics for product leaders. This is Emergent Products with David Matthew. Your pilot of the airwaves. It's DJ Black Shadow, only here at FMC, Filipino Music Central. Your home, your music, your life.
Welcome to Deployment Rock, where we bring the greatest rock hits to the men and women of the U.S. Armed Forces on Classic Mix Radio.
Coming up, another hour of the best dance music, hit after hit. Classics from the 80s, 90s and zeros. We play them all on Hit Sound FM. Hit Sound FM, 24/7 commercial-free dance music.
Playing songs that help you grow your faith. It's Christian Music Spotlight with Brian David. You're listening to Coyote exclusively on sonicradio.rocks. Hi, Tracy from Shortage Radio here, bringing you the music you want, but starting with my favorite.
You're listening to the best in gospel music on the Praise Festival. The Recovery Session with Renner, 8 till 11 a.m. every Sunday on Radio Biscuit. For the latest COVID-19 news and stats listed to COVID-19, that should be listen, I think. For the latest COVID-19 news and stats, listen to COVID-19 news and facts.
Hello to Joe, who really loves to test me every week. Arkansas, Joyce Elliott wants to be your next United States Congresswoman for the 2nd District. Will she tell us? Will she tell you that her teachers' union diversified their private prison stocks? Really, Joyce? No, hang on. Re-elect French Hill. Hang on, I'm trying to put my head around this.
Do it again from the start.
Yeah. Arkansas, Joyce Elliott wants to be your next United States Congresswoman for the 2nd District. Will she tell you that her teachers' union diversified their private prison stocks? Really, Joyce? Re-elect French Hill.
And that is...
Joe just loves to test me every week.
Oh,
it's like,
and boy,
but I did get the
tested.
Arkansas this week. You see, I'm learning.
Most definitely learning. It's awesome to hear. So I'm just going to take these session files now that we've voiced. I'm going to normalize and I'm going to save. That's the male voice and the female voice here. Normalize and then save. And then I think we're just ready to cut these tracks down to size and make them sound good, Izabela.
Nice.
Cool.
I'm excited.
Okay. So let's do this and let's get started with always good jingles coming in on the Super Chat. In fact, everywhere. All of your Super Chat jingles, your form jingles, your free jingles, just absolutely insane. Every week, you guys support us with the most amazing set of scripts that I'm really always thrilled to produce. So here we go. Let's get started. And we'll get started with these kind of 3 going on here, here, and here. And we'll go ahead and bring in some little beeps that we can use here and there. So we've got some stuff here and some stuff there. That should definitely get us started. And we're going to go to grab some of these and bring these in. So let's see what we got here. Again, this is production library number 5, if you're interested.
We're diving deep into production library number 5. We've done
That's
it
right.
last week as well, but we figured it's just such a good and diverse library. It would be worth to keep showcasing it this week as well.
This is your number 1 favourite music station.
This is mrc.fm/SFX. That's the place you can go to get them if you're interested in using the same sound effects as me.
Music station.
True Hit Radio. We're on test stream. We're on test stream requests. Music at...
Oh yeah, that's a little update there, isn't it? Let's grab that little update.
We're on test stream. Request music at www.truehitradio.co.uk.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense. Now I see what I've got to do here. So we'll go here. Switch off the analog delay on that one.
Favourite music station.
True Hit Radio. We're on test stream. Request music at www.
Cut out the breath there. Move it in.
www.truehitradio.truehitradio.co.uk.
And we'll actually use the end of this pad right about there.
.co.uk.
Let's bring that a little bit later.
.co.uk.
Perfect. And that's a nice bit of echo for you, Tim, at the end. Hope you enjoy using that one. What have we got over here? Let's have a listen.
Stick around. Doug will be back in just a moment. Stick around.
And then we need a rip. Doug will be back in just a moment. So let's find a rip. Not that bit, but this bit. Stick around. Rip.
Doug will be
That's the bit.
around. Doug will stick around. Doug will be back in just a moment.
There we go.
Moment.
Clicks. Let's
Moment.
get rid of that click. We'll have the overall benefit of making it just sound better.
Moment.
Okay, that's good. Let's see what we got.
Stick around. Doug will be back in just a moment.
Much better. Okay, save. Let's save. Yes. Okay, on to the next thing. Oh, wow. We're on fire already. Look at this. Jingles getting produced at the speed of light. As we will say as a disclaimer, when you support us by upgrading, by essentially paying some money to have us produce on the show, we greatly appreciate it. Obviously, you're getting a nice deal because there's different pricing, much less than you pay via musicradiocreative.com. But obviously that means I can only spend a few minutes on each jingle, whereas our producers, when you order through the website, would usually spend up to an hour on each individual jingle. So it's kind of the difference. Something for something, right?
The Top 20 will be back very soon. Blind Cafe Radio presents DJ Bill's Almost Friday Show.
Oh, that's two different jingles. How funny. So we'll...
Very soon.
So we'll just cut it off at the beep there.
Soon.
That's it. And this is coming in here. This could be interesting.
Blind Cafe Radio.
All right, let's go a little bit stuttery with this one. Not stutter edit, just stuttery. And it's very, very easy to stutter. You can do it like this, or actually, another way I like is holding down the Alt key and just dragging the title bar. That works super nice.
Blind Cafe Radio presents DJ Bill's Almost Friday Show.
Okay, so we'll cut out the little hesitation there, bring that down there.
Presents
DJ Bill's Almost Friday Show.
And then we'll bring the end sweep in a little earlier, so that all fits nice and tidy with everything just as it should do.
Almost Friday Show.
Perfect. And then we'll just fade out around there. What have we got now? So we got this, and then kind of a long strip of me voicing. So we'll bring that one in there. This one over here, and let's zoom on in this one, see what we can make.
It's time for Max Track. It's time for
It's time for Max Track. Okay, that's all good so far. That's coming up there. This is going in here.
Time for Max Track.
That's right, DJ Mackie's track.
We don't want that one again. Zoom that in over there.
Track.
That's right, DJ
Track.
That's right, DJ Mackie's track of the week. A highlight selected from
All right, let's grab this and pull this up to this bit.
A highlight selected from the best online promotional record
polls.
Record, pause.
polls.
That's better. And then we need like a little beep in there around here. Let's. Okay, that'll do nicely. Bring that in.
Polls.
Bit earlier, I think.
Polls. On
And then bring this down here.
on playdj.tv.
Okay, cool. And let's make sure we silence that so we don't get my feedback there. There we go. Okie dokie. Right. Let's go ahead and chop some of these jingles down to size. You can see all the pauses there. That's kind of where I'm making the cuts. Alrighty. Right. Let's see what we can fix up over here. So we have got, let's see here. Let's bring this one in here. All right, that's going to be a good starter. So we'll get this in. Pop that there. All right.
Gary Vegas in the afternoon, right here.
Right here is going to go up there.
Afternoon, right here on Radio Litchfield, broadcasting from the heart.
Okay, and then we need another one. So maybe this one. Radio Litchfield.
Broadcast Litchfield, broadcasting. Litchfield. Broadcasting.
And then bring this in a bit.
Broadcasting from the heart of the UK.
Nice. Okay, this one's coming in over here.
In the old office.
Hello. Let's try that.
In the old office of Q105's.
Okay, and then we'll bring in some kind of music here. Let's get some beats.
In the old office of.
Hello.
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 In the old office of Q105's last humorless program director.
All right, let's bring that up a little bit so it's more intelligible. Put it on that track.
In the old office of Q105's last humorless program director.
We found a box of records labeled.
Let's see if we can move this up here.
Director. We found a box of records labeled Never Play Again.
And then we'll bring it back in. Sound effects. Let's go into that directory. And we'll move a rewind in.
Labeled Never Play Again.
Never play again.
Labeled Never Play Again. Well, here's what we think of that mandate.
Give this. False reverb definitely doesn't hurt here. Let's put that in.
Give this a listen.
There we go. And that'll end nicely for you to roll into your next track there on Q105. Oh, switch to the mixer view. Didn't mean to do that. That wasn't on purpose. Right, let's bring that down here. Let's bring in a spinny one and let's zoom in on this. So that's going to come in here. Right about there.
Live on YouTube and Facebook. Speaking to you.
And then we're going to cut here and place that on top.
People who entertain people like you.
And then we need one of those.
Like you. It's Brula Foo.
And then this is coming up the top.
Like you.
It's Brula Foo live.
There we go. And then we've got this one and this one. So let's see what we can make of this. Let's get a turntable effect maybe. Let's bring that in and maybe this one as well. And let's go ahead and find ourselves some music here, again from the beats menu, because this is quite cool. Let's bring this in. Wow, I'm just checking out some of the awesome super chats you guys are still sending in. Thank you so much, Tim. Thank you, Joe. Wow, Isabella, have you seen that too?
That's really lovely. Thank you so much, guys. That's really
just
amazing.
Sending in some super chats just basically because you like the show and you're supporting the show. That is awesome, guys. Thank you so very much.
Thank you so much, really, to both of you. It's amazing. You absolutely rock. You make this show. People like you guys just absolutely make it for us too.
Teaching you mindsets, strategies, and tactics for product leaders.
No, let's change that bed. I don't really want to use that there.
Teaching you mindsets.
Let's make this a little clearer.
Teaching you mindsets, strategies, and tactics for product leaders.
And then we'll cut it out there. False reverb bit, just so we've got a bit of music to play with around there.
Does this.
That's too much. Let's bring that in.
Does this.
And then we're going to move that down here.
This is Emergent Products with David Matthew.
Emergent Products with David Matthew. Again, we'll have David Matthew up here.
Products with David Matthew.
There we go. Okay, we've got some other little bits and bobs we can place into the next thing here. So let's bring this along. Pop this in over here.
Your pilot of the airwaves. It's DJ Black Shadow. Only here. Airwaves. It's DJ Black Airwaves. It's.
And then DJ Black Shadow's going up here.
It's
DJ Black Shadow.
It's
DJ Black Shadow.
Ease that effect down so we can hear the DJ.
DJ Black Shadow.
DJ Black Shadow. That's looking good. So bring this one down here.
Black Shadow, only here at FMC, Filipino Music Central.
Okay, let's pull in this effect here. So that's going to go in around there.
Filipino Music Central. Filipino Music Central, your home.
All right, this is coming up the top, and then we'll have that on the echo.
Music Central, your home, your music, your life.
Thanks, Michael Suhovsky, as well. Wow, amazing. Just amazing to see. Thank you for the support and the love that you're sending through today. That's really nice.
Amazing.
So let's get this all cut here. This here. This looks like a cut to me somewhere around there. Whoa. Okay, I skipped a little bit too much there. Here we go. Cutting and pasting. Let's see what we've got here.
Deployment Rock, where we bring the greatest rock hits to the men and women of the U.S. Armed Forces. Welcome. Welcome to
All right, let's bring this in a certain way. So, welcome to
Deployment.
Let's pull that one up the top there, and we'll go ahead and bring in some sound effects as well. Obviously, what have we got here that we can use? Whoosh.
Welcome to Deployment Rock. Welcome to Deployment Rock, where we bring Deployment Rock.
That actually works really nicely, so we'll keep that as it is.
Where we bring the greatest rock hits to the men and women of the U.S. Armed Forces.
And then we're going to chop that there. Pop this in over here.
Forces. On.
And as a final little finishing piece there, we'll move this up.
Forces. On.
And then that's going to...
Forces. On Classic Mix Radio.
Classic Mix Radio. Well done. Really good jingle there from you. This is coming in here.
Coming up.
Okay, we've got this. And this. And we'll also go back to the music. Grab some beats here.
Coming up after. Coming up.
Let's bring this in a little earlier.
Coming up, another hour of the best dance music. Hit after hit.
Okay, hit after hit. Hit after hit. So we're going to need to go back to sound effects, and I think rewinds are going to be apt here. Oh, we've used that. Let's go for something like that.
Music.
Hit after hit.
Let's make that hit.
Hit after hit after hit.
That's the one. Let's just tighten this up here a little bit. And we'll stutter that up a bit.
Music.
Hit after hit.
Music.
Hit after hit.
On the 80s. Music.
Hit after hit.
Classics from the 80s, 90s and zeros.
And then that is the point where we'll stop the bed. So let's zoom in here. Fade. And a bit of false reverb there on the presets. We might complement that with this.
P's and zeros. We play them all.
We play them all. So let's pop that up there.
We play them all on Hit Sound FM.
Hit Sound FM 20. Hit Sound FM 24/7
There we go, commercial free.
24/7 commercial free dance music.
That's nice. And then we're moving on to this. So let's start off with a powerful rewind.
Playing songs that help. Playing songs.
All right, that's maybe not going to fly just as I wanted it to. So let's bring in some pads over here. Shimmery shadow. Shimmery shiner. Oh, that is a shimmery shiner. Listen to that. Beautiful. Let's bring that in. The shimmery shiner. Lovely. Very sweet.
Playing songs that help you grow your faith.
Actually, that's perfect. Yes, we want something a little more like that rather than a big crazy rewind for this particular jingle, I believe. So let's just move that out of the way.
Playing songs that help you grow your faith.
And then we'll move this up here.
It's Christian Music Spotlight with Brian David.
And of course we need a bit of echo and we need some punctuation there, so...
With Brian.
Okay. Sorry if you're hearing the click, click, click.
I know,
That's the Slack click, click, click. I really need to disable the clicks from Slack. Thankfully, they're not showing on the screen, all those notifications. They're on one of my dual screens, but still, all the same, I should investigate how to switch off those annoying clicks. That is the Slack notification. So don't worry if you're working away and you're thinking, oh, have I got a Slack notification? No, it's my end.
Playing songs that help you grow your faith. It's Christian Music Spotlight with Brian David.
There we go. Yeah, for some reason it's going nuts on our Slack channel at the moment. And it's like it's all just coming out through my mixer. Actually, I couldn't mute it. So what was I saying? I've got like multi-faders in front of me with all different sources on. Why do I not close down the one that's playing the Slack sounds? That makes sense. Done now. You shouldn't hear any more Slack sound effects today.
You're listening to Coyote.
Coyote.
You're listening to Coyote.
Coyote. Let's double track Coyote. So we got this.
The Coyote.
And we'll make it its own.
Exclusively.
Yep. We can definitely do something fun. We'll just copy. Paste that in there, and there.
Exclusively on sonicradio.rocks.
Perfect. And sometimes the best sound effects are the bits that you do with the vocals. Right. Still a few more to whiz through over here, but we're making great progress, dare I say. It's just gone the top of the hour. It's 1 minute past the top of the hour. Or if you're somewhere in southern Australia on the Nullarbor Plain, it's 31 minutes past the hour. I always like to shout out our friends who are something and a half hours ahead of GMT, right?
Hi, Tracy from Shoreditch Radio here, bringing you the music you want. But
Bringing you the music you want. Let's place that up there.
Bringing you the music you...
And then we'll end it off like this. That.
want, but starting with my favorite.
Oh, that's nice. And then we just need to fade you out there at the end. Right. Okay. Progress is being made. Right, what have we got here? Oh, don't delete. Never delete. What kind of stuff have we got here? Let's play.
You're listening to the best in gospel music.
There's quite a few jingles here, I think. All separate entities.
For the latest COVID-19...
I messed that one up.
For the...
That's it. That's the take there. There we go. And then the final one.
Arkansas.
Yes, I just need to get... because that was again at the end here.
Arkansas. Joyce Elliott wants... Arkansas. Joyce Elliott... Will she tell you that...
Okay, cool. Just trying to get the official takes there.
Really, Joyce? Really?
Okay, awesome. So we got 4 more jingles to go. 4 more jingles to go. Let's go ahead and do this. And yes, awesome. I love seeing your comments occasionally flick across. Mods there doing a great job. Thanks, Doug, as ever, for reminding people that Restream do sponsor this stream and they enable us to live stream. Tell you what, I've never had it so easy doing this live stream since we've been using Restream.
Because we had some problems
really
before,
mean that.
so...
Yeah, things failed, servers broke, I was running my own stuff and it was just a pain to maintain. Well, Restream take care of that and a whole lot more for you. And super thrilled to be working with those guys, really, because they're just nice people. They provide a service that helps us.
You're listening to the best in gospel music.
It's a bit too slapstick. Let's save that for another one. Whoa, I went into spectral frequency view there. Sorry. Kind of need a bit of softer one, I'm feeling here. We can. That's... Gosh. Can I have one effect where it doesn't sound like someone's getting electrocuted? No, not really. I'm just not finding the kind of effect I want at the moment. Seriously?
What do you want?
That'll do. Right, let's bring that in.
You're listening to the best in gospel music.
And then we'll move this up here and we'll bring that in like so.
To the best in gospel music on the Praise Festival.
Nice. Okay. Let's see how this fits.
The recovery session with Renna.
Oh yes, Renna on Radio Biscuit. Love working with you, Renna.
With Renna. 8 till 11 a.m. every Sunday on Radio Biscuit.
And then that Radio Biscuit.
Sunday on Radio Biscuit.
Nice. On Radio Biscuit. What a cool name for a radio station there. Absolutely love it. Right. Let's see what we've got here. So now we're working with 2 more jingles. Okay.
Arkansas.
Not yet. No, that's not yet. We'll actually save that for the Arkansas jingle there, and then we'll get this. Well, this could be nice. Let's bring this in here.
For the latest COVID-19.
What's that?
For the latest COVID-19 news and stats.
And then we'll have this over here.
Let's listen to COVID-19 news and facts.
There we go. And let's bring this one in here.
News and facts.
There we go. Probably do with just timing that a little bit better.
Facts.
No, not quite.
Facts. Facts.
That's the one. Okay. Excellent. All right. Let's see how we did with Izabela's lovely voicing here.
Arkansas. Joyce Elliott wants to be your next United States Congresswoman for the 2nd District.
And then we're going to zip into...
Drake. Will she tell you that her teachers' union diversified their private prison stocks?
Let's make that a little faster so it fits a little better with the flow.
Will she tell you that her teachers' union diversified their private prison stocks?
And then we'll do the bit of punctuation there where this comes in at the end.
Prison stocks.
And
Really, Joy?
And maybe we need a hard end there.
Really, Joyce?
And then we need a banger at the end. Something like impact. There we go. That's going to come in here.
Joyce? Re-elect French Hill.
There we go. And that's a nice impactful ending. Zooming out, saving, and mixing down. That was an entirely awesome session.
Woohoo!
And I really enjoyed creating that session there on the screen.
I like that. Thank you. That's really cool. So I think that that's kind of it. You will get all the jingles we record today after the show at mrc.fm/FJF. So we will record all the freebies after the show for you. I can see we have quite a few submitted today. It's just when there is quite a lot on the list, it's easier for us to do it after the show, as I can just kind of leave Mike to it and then he can leave me to it. We can take little breaks, as recording so many scripts does take a toll on your voice.
Oh,
you
yes.
kind of have to, space it out a little bit.
Good glass of water required.
Yes, absolutely. But we're back every week. We're here every
Free
Friday.
Jingle Friday.
So if you haven't already, if you are watching and you are not subscribed, click subscribe now. We are here every single week, every Friday. And if you are subscribed and you click the little bell, you will get a notification when we go live. That's cool. So I kind of hope you have a good weekend.
Absolutely, yes. Please do have a great weekend. Thanks so much for joining us. mrc.fm/FJF to get those jingles. And as it says, have a good one. Goodbye. See you later. See you next time.
Free Jingle Friday is made possible by our sponsor, Restream, the easy way to stream to multiple social platforms at the same time. Restream Studio makes it simple to go live directly from your browser. Get started now at mrc.fm/Restream.